Welcome to The Explainer. You know, every now and then, a message bubbles up from a corner of the internet that's so specific, so weird. You just have to stop and ask, what is going on here? Well, today we're going to dive into one of those exact moments. It's a viral call to action that's been making the rounds in the Pi Network community. So here it is. Pi Network 2025, a call to all Pi Network users, this time to hold your Pi coin until GCV $314. I mean, it's just one sentence, but it is packed with stuff. What does it actually mean, though? What's a Pi coin? What in the world is GCV? And why that number, 314? That's the puzzle we're going to piece together today.
All right, so to really get the big picture, we've got to look at the individual pieces first. Let's decode this thing. Our investigation is going to start with the most basic part of the message, the actual asset at the very center of this whole call to action. So what exactly is this Pi coin they're talking about? Okay, so Pi coin is the digital currency for the Pi network. The big idea is that anyone can mine it right on their phone, and it's not supposed to kill your battery. But here's the real kicker, the most crucial detail you need to know. It's in an enclosed network. That means you can collect Pi, but you can't go to a public exchange and trade it for dollars or Bitcoin or anything else. It's its own little self-contained economy, and that one fact is the key to understanding everything else that's going on here. Okay, so we've got the asset. The next piece of our puzzle is the strategy. What are users actually being told to do with these coins?
The main instruction is to hold. Now, in the crypto world, this is a core philosophy. You'll often see it spelled HODL, which stands for hold on for dear life. It's a really simple but powerful idea. You resist the urge to sell, no matter what happens. The core belief is that if the whole community holds on together, the scarcity that creates will eventually drive the value way up.
This really lays out a super clear path for every user. First, you get the coins through the app. Then comes the real test of faith. You hold on. You don't sell, even when the network eventually opens up. And the final step? You wait. Everybody waits, together, for the coin to hit a very, very specific target. And that brings us to the most interesting part of the message. What is that target? And here we are. We've reached the most specific and frankly, the most fascinating part of this whole thing. The target isn't just a number. It's a combination of a big idea and a really symbolic number.
The target is GCV 314, so let's break that down, right? First, what does GCV even stand for? And second, why on earth did they pick the number 314?
GCV stands for Global Consensus Value. And you know, this is a pretty radical concept. Normally, an asset's price is just set by whatever people are willing to buy and sell it for on an open market. Well, GCV completely flips that on its head. The idea here is that the community itself can decide the value, just by agreeing, this is what our coin is worth. It's a price that's set by collective belief, not by market forces. So, a community-agreed value, that kind of makes sense in a closed system like this. But why $314? I mean, why not $100 or $500? It seems so random. Well, it turns out this number isn't random at all. Does that number look a little familiar? 3.14? Yup. It's the beginning of one of the most famous numbers in all of mathematics, pi. And there it is. The target value of $314 isn't based on some complicated financial model. It's a direct, pretty clever reference to the mathematical constant pi, which is, of course, the namesake of the entire Pi network. It's totally symbolic, it's easy to remember, and it's a perfect rallying cry for the whole community.
So now that we've got all the pieces of the puzzle laid out, what does the full picture actually look like?
When you put it all together, the message becomes crystal clear. It's a call for a massive collective action. It's asking millions of people who have this currency that they can't even trade yet, to commit to one single strategy. Hold your coins until the community can basically will a value into existence at that symbolic price of $314. It's a really remarkable experiment in trying to create value from pure, coordinated belief. And all of this leaves us with a pretty provocative question, doesn't it? This whole GCV movement in the Pi network is a fascinating test case. In an era full of cryptocurrencies and meme stocks, it forces us all to wonder, where does value truly come from? Is it something determined by traditional markets? Or can the sheer collective belief of a community actually create it out of thin air? That's a question that gets right to the heart of what money even means in the 21st century.